For today's project, you need your tank, some acrylic, Lexan or similar product, your square, tape measure, Sharpie, your EPDM product. This happens to be an MD brand. I picked this up at my local Ace. I've seen this at Home Depot, Lowe's. What you really want to make sure you find though on there is that premium durability EPDM. You don't want to use any expanded foam or anything like that that'll break down in salt water. This product shouldn't. And of course you'll need something to cut the acrylic. I'm just going to use my good old trusty jigsaw. You can get a router, rotozip, whatever you feel like cutting it with. Just as long as you can cut some nice clean straight lines. They don't have to be perfect again because we're not gluing or welding this in place, but we do want them to be straight so that we have an even friction fit all the way around. Alright, get the dimensions for your baffle laid out, mark them with your Sharpie, have at it. Alright, so we've got all three of our baffles cut. We've got our overpass baffles where the water will flow over them, and our underpath baffle where the water will actually flow under the baffle. Now we've left some short feet on the bottom of this. This is 1 inch tall. Left this gap here. That way this baffle can actually support itself on the base of the tank. The water flow up and underneath it, up and over the other baffle. Next step is going to be to cut our EPDM product to size. Simply lay your baffle out. Now your product, if you're using the same stuff I do, is self-adhesive on one side. Almost all the stuff I found is adhesive on one side. So lay it so that the texture side's down, the adhesive side's up. That's what you're going to stick to your baffle. Fix it so that you're just a hair longer than what your actual baffle size is towards the bottom. Take your razor blade, mark your product, and then just cut it through. And this stuff's fairly strong, so you have to do a little sawing maybe. Pretty straightforward. After you got your piece cut, remove the cover exposing our adhesive. Orientate the baffle. Now with the top side, we're going to go to the very edge of our EPDM, and going down towards the bottom, we're going to leave it, like I said, we left it just a hair long, and you'll see why, because as we press down, the product will actually shrink just a little bit, and you see that if it's almost perfectly, it's just barely a little bit long. We want to get our baffle centered on our product. You cut all three sides. So you cut a side, your bottom piece. And when you cut the bottom, you actually want to cut it so that the bottom piece of EPDM goes all the way out to the outside edge of this piece, so that it literally goes all the way across. You want to completely cover that. Otherwise, with the silicone in the base of your tank and in the corner, you won't seal there. But go ahead and get it cut. Apply it to all three sides, and you're ready to install the baffle in the tank. That's all for today. Catch you next time.